What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to It's the Mystic Pant Enchant tier list. Basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be ranking every single Pant enchant. That's all the Dark Pant enchants, Sewer Pant enchants, Aqua Pant enchants, Rage Pant enchants, and Normal Pant enchants. If you haven't seen my Sword tier list or my Bow tier list, I highly recommend you watch those. Before the video starts, I just wanted to say that this is some 100% factual. I will never make a mistake in these, and if you disagree with anything that I say, you're just bad at the game. Get good. So let's get right into this. Starting it off first is Singularity. Singularity recently got buffed because it was actually broken for quite a long time, but it's actually very good now. Since it got fixed and it's pretty good now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the A tier. Next up is Assassin. Assassin's not that good, but it's just kind of fun to use. For Assassin, it really matters what level it is, because for level 1, the effect only activates when you get bowed, but for level 2 and 3, it's every hit. The only real use that I've ever found for it is getting away from a large group, because if you crouch, it'll like teleport you behind them. Omaiwamo, you know, the whole Omaiwamo Shiniru, nani. But it's still a pretty good enchant. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the C tier. Next up is Mixed Swimmer. Honestly, I feel like Mixed Swimmer is underrated. It's an enchant that's very common to see when you're enchanting, but it can be good if you fully utilize its power. One way to do that is by using lava buckets in middle. You put it down in like an obby box, and there you go. You've got a portable minus 40% damage. Pretty good, but it requires you to be in a very specific situation, so because of that very strict requirement, I'm going to put it into the D tier. Next up is Prick. Prick is a very good enchant at removing hoppers. The reason for this is because when a hopper is hitting you, they won't be doing a ton of damage, but they're going to be hitting you a lot. And Prick means that you can counter that. And also Prick 3, kind of insane. It's very useful in combination with, you know, some damage reduction enchants and stuff like that. It's a pretty good enchant. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next, Snowman Army. If you've ever wanted to be Elsa from Frozen, there you go. One bad thing is that the snowmen don't do damage. So it's a rare enchant that... Okay, so next up is Snowballs, which is the same thing, except you don't get the cool snowmen. Yeah. Not sure why they added two that were like... Next up is Hunt the Hunter. Hunt the Hunter's an enchant that is useful in very specific situations, but in those very specific situations, it is OP. Now, one thing that I've learned recently is that Hunt the Hunter does not work when you have the Highlander Mega Streak, because otherwise it would be too OP. But it's still good in some situations, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the C tier. Next is Pit Blob, the #1 enchant for doing Uber streaks. Basically, whenever you get a kill, it's like, hey, look, it's little Jimpy. I named mine Jimpy. Jimpy is the eater of worlds, you know, just usual slime stuff. Basically, every time you get a couple kills, it'll level them up. But the main reason people use it is for the assists that it gets. When you're in middle and there's a giant slime boss, it's going to be hitting people, but it's not really going to be getting that many kills, but it'll still be getting a ton of assists. But if you're using assists into the streaker, assists count towards your kill streak, so it's kind of overpowered. It used to be extremely broken because level 1 Pit Blob used to be extremely glitched, where it would be unkillable. Yeah, if you have an unkillable pet slime, it's kind of broken, but they fixed that, so that's not a thing anymore. But I still think it's pretty good, and a lot of people use it for Ubers, so I'm going to put it into the B tier. Critically Funky, we all know where this is going. It's in the S tier, but not many people understand why it's so good. Think about this. Okay, you're a hopper. You're hopping around at the speed of sound. You, like every other player, want to do more damage, so you turn on auto crit. You know, that where every strike you do is a critical strike. Now, if you had an enchant that counters critical strike and buffs your next strike, Mr. Hopper gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, that's basically the reason why it's so good. Due to the nature of the pit, where every 2 seconds you're gonna see a hopper, having something that counters the critical hits that they do is pretty useful. It did get nerfed recently, but it's still an S tier. Come on, it's still an S tier. Mirror, like the only way to counter people using Perun and Gamble, other than Dark Pants. For God fights, it's really good, but when you're just kind of streaking, you won't find much use for it. So it's very situational again, but it's like a requirement for most God sets to have at least one pair of mirror pants that are decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next is Divine Miracle. It's just not good. There would be one situation where it would be better, is that instead of only saving lives, it saved your inventory, like Divine Intervention does. Divine Intervention is a renowned upgrade that increases the chance for a effect to happen whenever you die. It's called Divine Intervention. It basically saves your inventory. It acts like a feather, but it only has a 5% chance, and there's 3 tiers. Each bumps it up 5%, so you can have a 15% chance. Divine Miracle should be just like a better version of that, but due to it being on a pair of pants, if the main rare on your pants is an on-death effect, that's probably not the best thing, because you don't have any damage reduction, you don't have any damage boosting, you don't have any special effects, you just have this thing that when you die, you might not lose any lives. I feel like with some minor tweaks, it could actually be a pretty good enchant, but for where it stands right now, D. Revitalize, upon reaching a low amount of hearts, you get like health and you get speed. It's pretty good. The speed doesn't really matter, but getting like regen 3 when you're pretty low can be a lifesaver. But there are just better enchants that do the same thing, like escape pod and stuff like that. I feel like it's just like a worse escape pod. D tier. Peroxide. Now, Peroxide is actually a very interesting one because it's still glitched, but it's not glitched as bad. Basically, Peroxide 1 gives regen 1, which for some reason is very good, and there's a lot of mumbo jumbo behind it. Basically, it acts like regen 4. For some reason. They tried to fix it, it's still really good. So whenever you have like a pair of pants with Peroxide 1, still extremely valuable and it's extremely good. Peroxide 2 and Peroxide 3 are fine, but it's Peroxide 1 that you really want. It can be extremely overpowered, especially if you have like Crit Funky 3, Peroxide 1, you know, yeah, very tasty. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next is TNT. If you bot, you use TNT. That's it. Enjoy your botting sessions. D tier. Strike Gold. Self-explanatory, you hit someone with when you're wearing these pants and you get gold. Not great, but it's something. D tier. Next is Boo Boo. Passive regeneration. I personally really like Boo Boo. It's really useful when you're running away, obviously, because it gives you passive regen. But there's been many times where I've been wearing Boo Boo 3 pants and I'm like running away, and then like 2 seconds later I'm fine. I like it a lot. I can see why it might not be one of the best enchants, but I still really like it. I'm gonna put it into the B tier. Purple Gold. Oh, you're gonna get gold when you break obsidian? Oh, that's awesome, bro. Stop. Get some help. Escape pod. I really like Escape pod. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it makes like a boom boom, and then you go like wee, and then you go like wow, look at me, I'm in the air, and then you get the regen, and then you control the hoppers because you get regen for so long, and it's just really good. I really like it. It's just a cool enchant. C though. Only reason it's not higher is because it's like when you are at 2 hearts, and let's be honest, if you're at 2 hearts, there's a reason you're at 2 hearts, and that's because someone's hunting you. What ends up happening most of the time is that I get launched up, bonk my head on the ceiling, fall right back down, and start getting slaughtered. But the regen is kind of insane, so I can kind of stay alive for a bit, but only for 30 seconds. Danger Close? It's like Escape Pod, but just worse in every way, and it's like Revitalize, just worse in every way. Self-check. Oh, everyone needs to have a self-check. Any level's fine. Some way to get rid of a 5,000 bounty. When you're going on longer streaks, especially in the 100 plus range, which for some of you might be like, oh my god, that's not possible for me. When you get up into the prestiges and you can reliably get to near 100, that's when you want to start using self-checkouts, because it gets rid of the bounty, which is really good, and it also gives you gold for that, which is also really good. Because when you have a 5,000 gold bounty, you're a bigger target, like more people want to hunt you, and also you'll take more damage, because people using diamond swords will do more damage to you, and people with bounty hunter perk will do more damage to you. So it's not really advantageous in any situation to have a 5,000 gold bounty just because. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next is respawn absorption. Good for hunting, good for intimidation tactics. Fighting someone who has a respawn absorption 3 pair of pants is just terrifying. Once you kill them, they just come back stronger. Especially if you've like 3 people using them, that's a lot of absorption hearts. C tier, just because, you know, it's a one-time thing. Sweaty. You want to grind XP? Get yourself Sweaty 3. Amazing for getting XP. Sweaty 3 sword, Sweaty 3 pants. Godly. A tier. Respawn resistance. It's like respawn absorption, but just worse in every way. D tier. Also, if I get respawn resistance from 1 more pair of hidden jewels, I'm gonna sacrifice a child to Satan just so I can like be like, hey yo Satan, yo buddy Stan, Can you not give me respawn resistance anymore? Next is Moctezuma. It's like the Sweaty of gold grinding. A tier, right next to Sweaty. Lodbrok. Have you ever killed someone and said to yourself, I really wish that their diamond boots had dropped? If you said yes to that, you're dumb. And also, this is the perfect pair of hands for you. It's god awful. Why? It used to have some use when diamond helmets were rare. What you would do is you would punch someone, you would punch one of your friends with Lodbrok pants, and then they would log out, and they would keep their helmet, but sometimes a helmet would drop on the ground and you'd be able to get it. So it was a way of like duping gold or diamond helmets in a way. But now that diamond helmets are extremely easy to get with beast mode, it's useless. XP boost, it's just a worse Sweaty in every way. It's still somewhat useful because if you get like an XP boost plus Sweaty, that's kind of good. But, you know, it could be better. C tier. Electrolytes. Holy smokes, I love this enchant. In combination with a bow enchant called Faster Than Their Shadows 3, it grants you speed 4. Electrolytes allows you to maintain that speed 4 pretty easily. Zooming around with speed 4 is so fun. It's one of the most fun things to do in the pit. Grab yourself Electrolytes 3, grab yourself Faster Than Their Shadows 3, and go to town. Getting 30 seconds of speed 4, no one can run from you, and you can run from everyone. It's so fun, but if you don't have Faster Than Their Shadows 3, or you don't have a consistent way to get speed, this is completely useless, so it's a very situational thing, but I still like it. C tier. Billy. They tried to improve this enchant. If you have a 5,000 gold bounty, right, the maximum damage reduction, you're still going to be taking more damage than if you were to just self-check it. Because of the way that people will target you, and because of the way that Bounty Hunter works, you're going to be taking a lot more damage. So would you rather have a bit of damage reduction but be a bigger target, or just get some gold and remove it? Right in the D tier where it belongs. Next is steaks. I hate steaks. If you use steaks, what is wrong with you? Use soups instead. We all know that soups is better in every way. I hate foods that aren't instant eat. It deserves F tier. Whenever I get this on a pant, it's just ruined. The pair of pants is just ruined. Ring armor, the like number 2 most enchanted enchant by me. God awful. F. Now, many people come to me and they say to me, PinkEve, why do you like Pebble 3? I was chosen by the gods of the Pebble universe. I was chosen to spread their message of divine Pebblinity. If you do not accept Pebble 3 into your religion as a major deity, what are you doing? It's a blessing upon us all. It really is. You get gold without killing people, without causing violence. It is a peace sign. It is a sign of peace throughout every religion out there. If you go up to someone and you go, Pebble 3, they have instantly been absolved of all sins that they've ever done. What are you in here for? I'm in here for murdering 55 people. Pebble 3. Oh, I'm free! Just saunters out of prison. Oh, no, it's okay. Pebble 3, bro. Pebble 3. Next is creative. Creative is one of those... creative is... You gotta be creative to make it good. Next is XP bump. It's just a worse Sweaty in every single possible way. D tier. It's not as good as XP. Gotta go fast. Speed 4 with gotta go fast 3. That's how you achieve true light speed. It's really good for hunting. It's really good for just everything. Just extra speed, dude. As Technoblade once said, speed. C tier. Critically rich. It's like Strike Gold, but considerably worse. F tier. Solitude. The best damage reduction pair of pants. The best 1v1 pair of pants. It's just amazing. Solitude is, I would say, the best rare on pants. S tier. Protection. Reduced damage. Can't go that wrong with it. But it's like a very minimum amount. But it's still an amount of damage reduction. C tier. Martyrdom. It's just a fun enchant, dude. You just get to become a suicide bomber. That's literally what it is. You just get to go like, you know, gaming. And then you just slap on a pair of Pebble 3 pants and you're absolved of all sins. D tier. Not Gladiator. The perfect pants for staying around middle. Seriously. Not Glad 3 in middle. OP as balls. B tier. Hearts. It literally just increases your health. Do I need to say more? That's it. There. C tier. Crick. Fuck you. Last Stand. Last Stand used to be another bugged enchant, where Last Stand 3 would give you permanent resistance. It would mean that, like, once you reached, like, 4 hearts, you can't die. You couldn't die. It was insane. And there were no dark pants when this was, like, in the meta. So there's no way to kill people with Last Stand 3. But it got patched. It's less good now. But it's still pretty decent. But then again, it's the same problem as, like, Escape Pod. If you're getting to a health where it activates, you're kind of already screwed. Gonna go ahead and put it into the C tier with Escape Pod. Pants Radar. I can never tell if this makes a difference. I really can't. I really can't. I do not know if it's good. It might be. It might be like 200 times better than grinding gold. But I'll never know because the chances of getting Mystic Drops are so vague. And it's so like, just guessing, dude. There's no like set number of kills. There's no like, maybe 20 kills. It could either take like 100 kills or like 500 kills to get a Mystic Drop. F tier. Negotiator. If you're doing contracts and you don't have Negotiator, you're losing profit. It's that easy. You need a pair of Negotiator 3 pants if you want to do contracts consistently. B tier. Eggs. Eggs. It's like snowballs, but bad. Even worse than snowballs, which is impressive. Gomra's Heart. This is my least favorite rare. It doesn't even have a texture in my custom texture pack. Like all the other rares do. Gomra's Heart, I didn't think it deserved it. Out of combat, you heal? Yeah. Because when I'm on a 200 kill streak and have a 3.5k bounty and the combat timer is like 35 seconds, how would that be useful to me? How? Tell me how in any world would being full health when I'm out of combat be helpful? Why wouldn't I slash spawn if I were in trouble? I mean, I guess if you couldn't slash spawn because you were on a mega streak, but even then, I hate it. Whenever I enchant it, a part of me dies. F tier. Gold bump, just a worse Moctezuma, but it's still pretty decent. I'm gonna put it with XP bump. Counteroffensive, why? Why wouldn't you just use a faster than their shadows bow to get speed 4 instead of measly speed 2? I don't like it. D tier. Instaboom. Oh, they massacred my boy. Instaboom used to be one of my favorite enchants. It was like rocket jumping in TF2. You had to do it with style, and you need to know the technique to properly like zoom across the map at the speed of sound. And then they massacred it. A while back, they nerfed Instaboom. Before the update, it used to not do damage to the user, and you could have a stack of 32 of them. So you would have people who had like 32 Instabooms and could just zoom around the map. Super fun. Then they massacred my boy. They massacred. The maximum you can have now is like 3. And it does like 2 hearts of damage to you. They killed it. They killed my boy Instaboom. They killed it. They massacred it. C tier. Golden Heart. I want to like Golden Heart. I really do. It has so much potential. But there's one reason it fails. It caps your absorption. The main reason why I thought that it would be good is because, hey, look, I kill someone, I get 2 absorption hearts. That's really good. I can stack it up to like 50 absorption hearts and never die. Which, I mean, I guess that a limit does make sense. I mean, there has to be a limit. And I think that the limit should have been like 15 instead of 6. 6 hearts. 6 hearts. When you're wearing Golden Heart pants, you get 6 absorption hearts. Now, what does that mean? That means if you're using your fancy little Sponge Steve kill streak, I hope you like having 6 absorption hearts instead of fucking 200 million. It neuters my boy Sponge Steve, which is the main kill streak that I use. So I don't really like these. But I do gotta say, it do be good when you like are in middle and you get like permanent absorption. It can be good. It can be good. It has its moments to shine. D tier though. Gold boost. More like Moctezuma, but worse. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the XP boost rating thing with gold boost. I guess that makes sense. Excess. You can hold more healing. You can hold more soup. More soup, more goodness. C tier. Next is Phoenix. Phoenix used to be really good until they limited it to once per life. It used to be that if you had Phoenix pants, you would have like 15 lives. Whenever you got low, it would go like a fucking cat dying, and then you would get like a damage buff, which meant that you would have these people who had like, say you had Artifact Phoenix pants, 100 lives. You go hunt someone, you have 100 attempts, and each time you die, you get a damage buff. and it would chew through lives fast, because the way it works is it doesn't actually do it on death, because that would be very glitchy. It would, like, you know, it might glitch it and respawn, whatever. So the way they do it is that whenever you reach like 1 heart, it'll just reset you to full health. But that 1 heart sometimes gets like weirded. So like whenever you go to 3 hearts, it activates. You can go to 3 hearts relatively easy. So you would have these lives that would just get eaten up. You would drop down with a Phoenix pair of pants, and you'd come back up without them. The full lives, 20 lives, it would last you maybe like 1 streak. It was ridiculous. I do like that they limited it, but at the same time, nothing beats old Phoenix. C tier. Diamond Allergy. Reduced damage from diamond swords. Really, really good because of the nature of hoppers to use diamond swords. B tier, and it's a pretty hefty damage reduction as well. David and Goliath, the best hunting enchant. It's just that easy. You take less damage from the person you're hunting. David and Goliath 3 pants with like gotta go fast 3 pants. Godly. B tier. Wolfpack. Cooper pants. Cooper pants. Cooper pants. Cooper pants. Cooper is the best boy. The best boy deserves the best things. Unfortunately, not every wolf is Cooper. If every dog that spawned was named Cooper for me, this would be an instant S tier. But unfortunately, I just don't want like one named Sam or Jimbo or Fredrickson Van Grimbo Jimbo. Right? Because Grimbo's my sword, you know. So, since it's not all Cooper, I gotta put it in C tier. Now we get into the Rage Pant enchants. I don't know these very well. If I get these wrong, too bad. Breaks. It's just a fun killer, dude. I really hate the Rage Pant enchants. Why did they add them? They're just fun killers. Oh, you have someone zooming around at the speed of sound with speed 4? 1 hit from these and that's ruined for them. And that's literally the only use. It's like, hey, is someone enjoying themselves? Not anymore. D tier. I hate it. Hi-ho. It's a counter to a counter It counters a counter that counters a counter. That makes sense. But at the same time, it's fun killer. Fun killer confirmed. D tier. Regularity. If you deal less damage than it says, then it like strikes again. Regularity plus Perun sword equals instant death. I got hunted by someone like that. And it's not, I'm gonna say, it's not fun to fight against. It's not fun to fight against. And if something's not fun to fight against, it's automatically like the #1 pick for people who, you know, wanna trigger people. So it's really good. Probably the best Rage Pant enchant, just saying. New deal. Receive minus damage and you get Billionaire. No Billionaire effect. Billionaire needed a counter, but I hate how it's literally for 1 enchant. Just 1 enchant that it counters. And I don't like that. I don't like that it's so specific. D tier, I guess. Sybil. Sybil is a very confusing enchant. At first glance, you're like, wait, did I read that correctly? Like, what? Basically what it means is that Not Gladiator will add 5. So it'll do more damage reduction. And like, you know, Shark and Gladiator, the perk. And that's it. F tier. What? That's bad. Do it like the French. You do more damage to people wearing golden helmets. Golden helmets are pretty common. Very common, in fact. So I actually kind of like it. It's C tier only because it's not good against people not wearing golden helmets. But most people who are in God sets use golden helmets because of the lives system. With Assistant to the Streaker with promotion, anything that has lives will be saved. So instead of buying a diamond helmet and then losing it, even if you have promotion activated, you can just use a golden helmet and it'll keep the lives on it when you die. Yeah, so a lot of people end up using golden helmets, which means that it's pretty common for you to fight them, hence C tier. Breaching Shard. I hate these enchants. They just counter it. I guess this one's fine. It means that you can drag someone out of middle, but even then, it's still not great. D tier. Really toxic. I don't see how this could be useful. I really don't. You'd have to hit them so many times for this to be good, and then even then, they still get healing. I don't think it's good at all. Why do all of these enchants suck from the Rage Pants? That's whack. That's wild, dude. Oh, nice. Another fun killing enchant. Don't you love it when you get to just kill all fun that anybody's having with any mystics? You want to counter for Perun and Executioner? Here you go. You want it so that everyone in middle gets reduced damage? Why would you ever do this? There's no benefit for yourself. It's only like, hey, look, Monkey together strong. Monkey, monkey. But the thing is that it's not even good. Because if you have someone wearing this, the people who are using Perun and Executioner are just gonna leave. Why would they fight them? Why would they fight? It's just a fun killer, and I hate fun killers. D tier. Bad. So this is the normal enchants plus Rage Pants. It's amazing. Now we're gonna move on to the special pants enchants. Say that 10 times fast. So we're gonna start off with the Aqua Pants. Now I'm gonna put these in a little bit of a different order. Instead of doing it in comparison with normal enchants, I'm gonna do it in comparison with the other colored pant. So we're gonna compare like Aqua Pants with Aqua Pants instead of comparing normal pants with Aqua Pants, because everyone knows that normal pants are gonna be better. So, Rod Back. Increase knockback. It's a very fun Aqua Pant. C tier. Club Rod. It comes with literally every Aqua Pant. It just gives you a fishing rod, which is S tier because fishing is amazing. Trophy. Ready for this? You get more gold pickups. What's something that gold pickups benefit from? That's right. Pebble 3. It combos with Pebble 3, and anything that combos with Pebble 3, instant A tier. Portable Pond. It gives you a water bucket. The only way you can drown people in the pit. Because of the drowning factor, B tier. Tough Crew. Monkey together strong. C tier. Rogue, I don't like it. Luck of the Pond, but more fishing. Fishing good. B tier. Stereo, the best cosmetic enchant. S tier. And then the final Aqua Pant enchant, Unite, which had a glitch where you could grind XP infinitely with combo XP and it wouldn't do any damage, but they fixed that, so it's no longer as good. Gonna put it in C tier. So these are the Aquas, and now we're gonna do the Sewer Pants. Now there are like 4 Sewer Pant enchants, and 3 of them are garbage. Can you guess which ones? Worm, F tier. Terrible. Why? Why? Aegis, it could be useful. D tier. Trash Panda. I guess it's a rare. It can be useful if you want to get items from your E-chest before you hit a 50 kill streak and activate Mega Streak, because then you can't use it. It's just like a portable E-chest. Still not good. And then Hidden Jewel. So good. S tier. The main reason Hidden Jewel is S tier is because it allows for the creation of really overpowered items. There's a whole token system with enchanting and stuff like that. I really don't know how it works. It's some mystic crazy stuff. Maybe that's why it's called Mystics, because it's mystical. Oh my god. Basically, you get 117 kills while wearing the pants, and it recycles it into a tier 1 pant with a tier 3 enchant. So I might get, you know, a tier 1 pair of pants with Pebble 3 on it, and that would be pretty pog, not gonna lie. So yeah, Hidden Jewel, it allows for some crazy enchants. And now let's do the Dark Pants, the Hunting Pants, the Hopper Pants. Let's start it off with Misery. Against people wearing Mystic Pants, you do half a heart of true damage. Really good, but you also do some to yourself. So it's good, but it's one that you kind of throw on just to sacrifice yourself to kill someone, you know? It's not really like a streaking pair of pants, but it's really good at doing the job that it was assigned to do. So we're gonna put it into the B tier. Hedge Fund. I always get Hedge Fund. Why? It's terrible. It's so bad. I can't even remember what it does. It's that bad, but I just know that it's F tier. Because it's... Oh, why do I always get Hedge Fund? Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy, it's just lacking. It's just very lacking. For Dark Pants that can only have 2 enchants, like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. D tier. Golden Handcuffs, it's like the communist enchant. This is the one that you put on when your friend has a 5k bounty and you want to share the love with everyone. It basically just distributes a ton of gold to everyone in the lobby. It's just kind of a win-win for everyone. And I really like doing it because it makes people thank you, and there's nothing better than validation over the internet. So I'm gonna put it into the C tier. Heart Ripper. Wanted some fresh pants? You can sacrifice your Heart Ripper pants for them. Pretty cool. It's a little annoying though, because you do need to kill people with mystics, or you need to recycle mystics, but it is the only way to recycle mystics. So if you have like some trash enchants, just give them to a friend and then kill them, and then you just get fresh pants. It can be good, but you can't repair Dark Pants, so it's not that good. And they are set so that they have a ton less lives. Like usually they'll have like 10 lives. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the C tier. Grim Reaper. The holy enchant for soups. Use Grim Reaper with soups and overheal. You will view soups differently. You can spam right click and it'll still give you so many soups. Basically, it means that every kill that is around you will give you an assist, and soups give you a soup on assist, so you just get an infinite amount of soups. It's so good with soups, but it's pretty bad with everything else. B tier. Needless suffering. It's just like respawn absorption for dark pants, and that's mean. Why would you do that? It's really intimidating, but one downside and one difference between respawn absorption is that you need to die while wearing them for the absorption to activate. With respawn absorption, you could just stick on the pants and it'll give you the absorption. But with needless suffering, you need to die first, which is a really big downside because it means you're always going to lose a life when you want to use them. So because of that, I'm going to put it into the D tier. Mind Assault, the best enchant for Rage Pit. It will get you first or top 3 every single time. It's broken for any event or anything that involves going middle where there's going to be a lot of people using Mystics. A tier. Nostalgia. Why is this a rare? Why? It's a cosmetic. What's the purpose of making your armor shiny? So you can trick people into thinking that you've Prot 1 diamond armor and then they /view you and realize that you don't have Prot 1 diamond armor and you're just wearing Nostalgia. It's so... Why is this a rare? Why is it a rare? Why? Spite. It's like Misery, but instead of doing true damage, it just increases your damage. It's decent, but C tier. Combo Venom. Have you ever wanted to just not have fun with a game? Yeah, that's Combo Venom. It's terrible. It's terrible. Whenever you get Combo Venom by someone, it's just like all fun that you had is just dissolved. It disables your Mystics, and it's for so long. It's insane how long the disabling lasts. Sanguisagi. You like Vampire? You want upgraded Vampire? There you go. That's pretty cool. Vampire is good, but only because it's good for like 1v1s and it's really good with Mystics. And Dark Pants you can't use with Mystics. D tier. Somber, the enchant that every single Dark Pant has. Immune to Mystics. That's really good. It's like Mirror. It's like Mirror on every single Dark Pant enchant. Which means, since Dark Pants are relatively easy to get, any hopper who has Dark Pants instantly becomes 2 million times more scary. So it's really good. Really, really good. B tier. I would put it even in A tier, but since it's on every single Dark Pant enchant, it's kind of like, so common that it doesn't deserve to be an A tier. So B tier. And that's the Dark Pants, and that's the Sewer Pants, and that's the Aquas. And that's also this video. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, I would love to hear your opinions on some of these enchants because I don't know everything about the game, and learning about this game is still exciting for me. So I thank you all again for stopping by, and bye-bye.
Jeepers! Jinkies!
I'm evil. Monkey. Why are you gay?
You don't scare me!
I would choose to come find fields.
Who says I'm gay?
Hello, Mario.
I'm a took.
You've come. You know what they say.
What, me? Gungaga.
I have.
Come.
You are gay.
Come.
Never